Well, hello there flyers, and welcome to another episode of my channel. And today's slightly different, as in I'm not on a motorcycle. However, I'm not on a motorcycle because it's not very good today. So it's a rainy day, but I need to do this talking one today because I need to explain something about, well, the reason I started this channel is because I want to vlog a trip around Europe for my 50th. Now I'm already 50, I bought myself a couple of bikes, as you do. I didn't mean to buy two, I bought the Bonneville first, and I bought the Tiger. So I am going to go around Europe. I've got my panniers and everything like that, and I will run through over the next few videos on how I'm preparation for it. Today is basically, I've done my introductory videos. This is a sort of break the ice, right? Now we're going to decide what we're doing. Now in 3 weeks time, I'm basically going to be doing is packing my bike up, going to Calais and hopping over the channel. I have no idea where I'm going to go, what adventures I'm going to make, and the people I'm going to meet. But what I do know is that I'm going to take you guys with me. And this is what I want to give back to YouTube, because it's given me so much inspiration, YouTubers have, over the past year, from getting a motorbike again last year to thinking next year I'm going to be doing it. And I am. I'm 50 now. I was 50 in April. And I'm going to do it. So I've got a couple of weeks worth of work to wrap up, and then I'm going for the whole of August. Maybe a little bit shorter than the whole of August, maybe 3 weeks, I don't know. But it's fine. I've got not anything booked in for first week in September, so yeah. Now, obviously I've got to start this vlogging from somewhere, and yeah, this video might be boring now, but usually when you see somebody do it halfway through their voyage, you like to look back and see how it all began. So today, this is the first video on how we're going to do it. So, where am I now with preparation? Well, let me tell you something, guys. Nowhere. I've not even packed the bike, nothing. But I've spent a year buying everything. Now in the next episode I'm going to go through, well, maybe not the next episode, but certainly over the next couple of episodes, I'm going to be doing what I'm taking, why I'm taking it. I've done a lot of travelling before in the past, but only for the weekend or something like that. So I've took the essentials, but this is why I've got a Tiger with all the panniers and everything like that, because I need to carry everything. So I'm going to be doing a mixture of camping and Airbnb. I think 2 days at my age camping is enough. Without, you do need the comforts of a B&B, I think, Airbnb. Well, that's just me. You know, I regard myself fit as a fiddle, but if I've been in a tent for 2 days, I am, like, my back's hurting a bit. I don't know why. It's probably an age thing. Well, obviously it is, but, you know, like I say, I regard myself as fit. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. So I've not booked the ferry yet. I can do that the day before. So what are my thoughts on where I'm going? Well, I thought about, I think to do a trip of Europe, you need longer than, realistically, you're going to need longer than 3 or 4 weeks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to split it, I think, into a couple of years, or maybe 3. The first part, which is what I was initially going to do, was go down to the south of France, cut through the Dolomites, visit, which is northern Italy, straight through into Austria, Czech Republic, Germany, all around there really. But I'm thinking I'd like to go to Gibraltar from the UK, which is obviously, I'm the centre of UK, which is all the way to Calais, all the way across France, and then all the way to the bottom of Spain. And I'd like to take the coastal route, really. There's no rush, I don't need to take motorways. That's definitely something I'm not going to be doing at all, unless I've literally got to get somewhere as quick as I can. But I don't think I'm going to be motorwaying it at all. So I am going to be going all the way to the south of France. I'm going to stop off in the Alps with some friends for a couple of days, which is near Geneva, the border, and then I'm going to be going through the border, the Spanish border, by the Pyrenees, through the Pyrenees. Obviously, I will be going to Andorra, which is a little tiny country that no one really knows about, on the border between France and Spain. So, you know, that's going to be worth a visit to tick off. And yeah, and I think I'll be coming back through Portugal from Gibraltar, that sort of way, northern Spain, and then the west coast of France, La Rochelle. And I think 3 to 4 weeks on doing that is probably going to be enough. I haven't got longer than that really, so I think if I'm going to do that section, I think I'm looking towards doing that one. I mean, hey ho, it could change along the way. I have done a trip before, but it was in a camper van, and I only went just into the border of Spain. You do have to remember when you use things like AA recovery, you know, you need the breakdown cover, but last time it only covered me for France and maybe Belgium, and they've got it sussed out, you know. So you have to buy you have to buy 2 bands really if you want to use the Spain. So I'm going to get the Spanish and the French AA recovery, and I think that's going to be what I'm doing. So I've not even got the AA recovery yet, but I have used it before, and I have literally used the service breaking down in the car, and it's really quite worth it. Gives you peace of mind. So yeah. Now, one thing I haven't bought, and I'm not going to go into everything that I bought for the trip because I'm going to do an episode on that, but I've got tubeless tyres now on this bike, so I'm going to learn how to plug a tyre with these repair kits you can get, and watch a few YouTube videos, get the knowledge in your head, because you get a puncture on the road, you can fix it yourself. It's not impossible. I know if you have a complete blowout, it's different, but you know, 99% of these tyre, you can repair them yourself, and I've got a little tyre inflator, so that could be like a major thing, you know, if you can do something like that. And they're not expensive, these little plug kits, so I'm going to get some bit of research done on that. Other than that, it is literally throw the stuff on a bike and go. So that's where I am with it. If any of you have got any suggestions of where I could go that might be, or if you've done it, let me know in the comments below. I think I've about covered everything I want to today. Is there anything else? Not really. I think in preparation for papers, it's you take your driving licence. Obviously I'm going to get travel insurance as well, but I do believe you have to print off, and I've never done this, and I have took a bike and a car several times, but you do have to print off your insurance documents as well, so I'm going to do that. As far as navigation is concerned, I was trying, when I bought the Tiger, I got it was the TomTom navigation system Rider 550. You know, it's not a cheap bit of kit, it was 350 quid. But the wireless charger came with the bike, so I managed to get just the TomTom device itself. And I have tried to get on with it. Now, look, I know TomTom is different to Google Maps, but I tell you something, you just cannot beat Google Maps for ease of use. You put it on your quad lock, it's seamless. The other one, I had to load up different countries, and I couldn't do a cross-border route. I had to stop when I crossed the border, I then had to change the map zone on the device itself. I mean, it was a pain in the arse. I can't understand. I mean, I would have thought TomTom, because that was the first sort of navigation systems that we used to use. So I've done away with it, and I bought another quad lock charger system for the Tiger, and I'm just going to use that with the dampener, of course, on my phone, for my phone, to protect my phone. So that's it. So I bought the panniers, like I've explained in the last video. So all I've got to do is throw the stuff together. Spare set of clothes. I have bought spare set of clothes. I think I'm going to need a bit more than a spare pair. But then us blokes are happy with a couple of pair of pants. I'm only joking. But yeah, but that's another thing that I haven't been quite sure about. The heat is going to be a bit of an issue when I go. And I have actually bought an Oxford mesh jacket, and they are absolutely fantastic. They really are. The air just goes straight through. Now, you're not going to get better than that in the heat. So I have got my first layers, such as thermals, should I need them for, I don't know. But that's all I'm really taking. Maybe a fleece to put under if it does get cold, if I'm going through some mountains or whatever, or indeed when I get back. I mean, it's going to be nearly September when I get back, so Britain's going to be on a bit of a, as usual. Trousers, I am not going to take my touring trousers. They are the textile cargo trousers with the pockets. Now they're useful, but you sweat like a pig in them. Anybody, we all know this. So unless, and I would like advice on this one in the comments, because it's important. I'd like some, I don't know if you can get mesh trousers that do the job. What I bought is some motorcycle jeans, which I have worn them in the heat, and they do get hot, but they're not as hot as the cargo trousers. Even with the summer layer taken out, they're still hot. And obviously the boots as well, you need the protection as well. So I have got some of them proper touring boots and stuff like that, but I think for the trousers, it's definitely the jeans. I'm taking the waterproofs as well that you just slip over. I'm going to be taking them as well. So yeah, I've got my little stove and all that, but I'll go through all that in the next one, because I'm going to lay it all out, let you know what guards I've took. And if you can think of anything that I forgot to mention at this stage, such as documentations, because if I decide to go not to Gibraltar and go through Italy and end up in I don't know, Bosnia or Serbia, where things might be a bit different paper-wise, then I'm going to need to know. And also, has Brexit changed things? Do we have to have a passport stamped now? Do you get the wrong stamp? What happens? Oh God. And I've watched a few videos where people have had the passport stamped wrong, and then when they get to the other side of the country, they can't get back out because the passport's been stamped wrong. So yeah, I'd like to know little things I need to look out for, because admittedly all I've done is gone to Amsterdam on my bike and France, so, the Alps, in that sort of region, and they're pretty clued up countries, like us. But if I go to a country that's less, I'm not being judgmental, but there's some countries are only decades out of war zones and a bit sort of less developed than Britain, France, Germany, etc. So if there's anything I need to be wary about, please let me know. Mentality wise, yeah, I'm alright, as this covers mental health as well. I'm okay. I think you do get a bit of anxiety about this sort of thing. I did before last time I went. You can feel like crap and want to give up. I mean, at the moment I'm having to kick myself up the arse to motivate myself to do this. I know that when I'm going to be doing it, I'm going to be fine, but it's getting going, getting down to Dover, getting through the crappy weather bit of northern France, and then, like last time when I went in a camper van, the climate changed, you start to feel a bit different. But you remember, you're going on your own, and you know, it's all right people saying this, I'm on my own, I'm going solo, but you're on your own. I can speak French, and that's it. Obviously I can't speak Spanish. So, you know, you go into countries where you can't speak the language or even read road signs, for instance. You are on your own, and it does affect your mental health while you're riding. But I'm not going to give up. I know that doing this is going to give me memories, as I've done it before, but not on a motorcycle. I've done it before, and I look back and I've met people, I've made friends that I still keep in contact with, hence why I go to France, because I've made friends. And I know that on the other side, this black cloud, I don't mean this one in the sky now, because there is. I know I've got a bit of a black cloud at the moment. It's a bit of a tough time for me. I know that there's going to be so many inspiring stories for you guys. And hopefully, next year, you'll be getting your bike out and doing what I'm doing. Just like me is doing what other people have done and shown me. So I'm excited about that part, because I do know that something is waiting for me, a memory. I had a client this week, I think he was in his 70s, something like that. And he said there's lots of us guys in our 70s that are sat at home in our 70s wishing that we'd have done what you're doing. And it sort of hit home. I'm at an age where you'd think I've got enough experience in life to handle things, and you know, so I'm going to do it, and I'm going to take you with me. So stay tuned for the next episodes coming, a bit more preparation, packing, and then we're going to be off. An adventure, lots of unknowns. So ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.